are you? Happy Tuesday. It is time for our Tiny Journal Tuesday video, and so we're going to get right on into that. If you're new to what Tiny Journal is, it's where we're creating these little tiny journals. If you want to make one for yourself, there's a video on this YouTube channel that shows you how to make one of these tiny journals. Best thing, it's made from index cards and a cereal box, so you will be able to create one if you so choose. Now we are going to get our timer ready. So how this works, we time ourselves for 30 minutes and then we try to complete it within 30 minutes. So we're going to begin right now, and it is 4:05 and we are going to begin. Alright, I forgot to mute my second device. We are up. Should have done that before I did this, but that's fine. So today, pulled the elements that I want to use. Some of the elements from the library card. This is from the Margin Garden. So I know for sure that I will want to use something here. I'm just going to scoot those up to the top for now. I don't want them to get all messy. And I have some other things here to the side. We may use it, we may not use it. However, you'll be using some Crayola markers, piece of acetate. I've had this for years. For as long as I started Bible journaling, I've had this piece of acetate from one of my son's toy. And let me tell you, I have acetate that I personally bought from the store, and I don't use it. This is why, I don't know, there's some kind of connection. Yeah, and so I just keep using it, okay? It's fun. I love it. And we have water, and of course you need a paintbrush. So we have the markers, we have our book. We're gonna keep it right here. I'm gonna put our water over here far away from our book so I don't spill it. You're gonna need a paper towel or a rag, okay, to wipe off the excess. Let's go. Just use 2 minutes of my time. I should have done that before. Oh my gosh. Alright, so you can decide on the color that you want. I'm not trying to match the elements that I'm going to use because I want it to stand out. I want it to look different. I do want it to look different. And so I like the blues, the greens, the purples. So this is, I think these are the neon Crayola. These are the regular ones. I'm going to start off with, let us grab the blue too, because I want it to be dark, but I want a bit of red. But I'm mixing the black. I like to mix them all together. So before we begin, I just want to make sure everything is a little neat. So just putting them in that cup right there, so they're not rolling all the way around. So all you do, you just color onto your acetate. Dip your paintbrush in the water, and the more water you add, the more lighter the color is. The less water, the more darker and intense it is. Just remember, I want to protect my other pages. So we're going to do that. I'm going to remove this card so don't mess it up. Now we're just going to smush. Right? It's very technical, this method is. No, it's not. Super simple. Smush it. Or I'm going to show you another way if you want it to be more controlled. You want to have a lot more control over what you're doing. Oops, not like that. You're going to just put the color, and then you can just go on the specific section, and so you can actually paint with this. If you do not have watercolors and you have Crayola markers, for sure you can do this. Before I wanted to commit to watercolor, this is what I did. I did this all the gosh darn time. I should just make a little slideshow of all the things that I have done this with. All the entries that I've done this with. Because it's quite a lot. And so because I want it to be a little darker, so I'm adding the red. And sometimes the red show up as pink, but I'm trying to add less water for this one because I want to have some nice intense spot, and I'm just going over just a few bits. Just because I want a few sections to be nice and intense. You don't want to add your markers to the wet. You want to always wipe off and start with a clean slate. And now I'm going to start mixing up some colors. So I'm going to mix purple with a bit of blue, purple with blue, and this teal color. I'm going to put a bit of black. I'm not using a lot of color. I'm not using a lot of water. And I'm going to do this two ways. I'm going to smush some, and then I'm going to use the paintbrush. So you can curl the acetate. I'm going to put this here so it stops moving. Curl the acetate. I'm messing everything up. And then you can control where you place what. Right? So it can be a lot more controlled if you would like to do that. So I do like some of the smushing, how it looks when it's smushed. Don't worry, it's washable, so it will wash off your hands. Then we're just going to go back over because it dries similar to watercolor. It does kind of dry a little lighter than it looks. So you might want some sections to be a little more darker than some. And I'm just going to not waste this. You can pat this on another piece of paper. I don't have that paper next to me, so I'm just going to wipe it off. Normally I would just put that on another piece of paper, but in the interest of time, because we are timing ourselves here, I'm just making the color again. Moving a little faster here, so I do want to complete this before our time runs out. I'm just going over this again, so I want this section here to be a little darker. A nice midnight vibe. And then I can strategically place some of the color. Like our red was here and now it's gone. And we're going to come back in with the red just to make sure everything is, you know, nice. We have a nice little puddle here. We want to darken up our puddle. I'm looking to see if it's bleeding through. Don't care about that right now. Actually, don't care if it's bleeding through. I'll tackle that next week. For now, we're just paying attention to where we are. I'm just going over these spots again. Just to darken them up. And I'm going to erase a little bit. I'm going to come in with some purple. I want a nice little fun background here. Some of that blue is going to blend in with the wet purple. It's like when you're working with watercolor, isn't it? When it blends. Yeah. Don't want it to blend too much though. So I'm going to do that again. Add some more purple. If you allow your marker to get contact with water, what will happen is it will stop working. So you don't want that. So you want to clean up your area as you go. And this works well together because it's not contrasting too much, or it's not going to turn mud. So that's nice. Because these colors, red and purple, red and blue makes purple. It's so dodgy sometimes. Okay, so I'm just looking for bits, which I have found. And I think we're making good time. Alright, I feel like it's dried enough. I'm also going to use one of these elements from the butterfly labels and number bits. Not sure which one it is. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to cut it at an angle. I like cutting them at an angle. I'm just going to stick them down. Yeah. I'm just going to test with my elements to see where everything lays. I'm going to cut this in half because we are working with a small space and we want everything to fit in nicely. I'm just working by cutting them because it's a smaller space. Oh shit. This is actually a sticker. Yeah. It's actually a sticker. And I keep forgetting that it's a sticker. So, oh dear. It's okay because we're gonna just stick it right back over the same spot. I keep forgetting that these are stickers. So there we go. And if you want to stick it, here we are. I think we only need one. Maybe, we don't know. Maybe we don't know yet. We will see. I'm just sticking down my elements, and then I'm going to hurry so I can go around it with a bit of black, because I do think some of the elements needs to stand out. Black is one of the ways that I use it to stand out. I could actually we want it here. Trying to figure it out. So we want it here, there, or in the center. Maybe here. Maybe. But I want to put on the black first. So I'm just using my black woody here. I mean, isn't that beautiful? Just, it's very nice and bold. That's what I like about it. It's just nice and bold. And everything just stands out nicely. When you do this, I love to do this. Sometimes you can make it a little smaller by the size of the brush, but in the interest of time, I just use the first brush that I grabbed. And here where the petals are red and we have that red in the background, this will help to distinguish from that, or not, because this is shiny. I can't paint over it. I can't paint there. And the more water you add, the lighter it is, the less water, the darker it is. Same concept as the Crayolas. And if you go over it again, it gets darker. So I'm blotting off the excess water. I'm just going over bits again just to make sure it is standing out. The purpose of doing this so that everything just pops off our page. Okay, happy with that. So then, maybe I don't even need this, or maybe we do. I'm going to put it here. Nice little cluster here. Okay, so I'm going to add a sentiment. I have these words and phrases on my website, and I am going to use good things take time. You know, sometimes we live in the culture where we want everything fast. Fast food, fast fashion, fast love, right? We want instant gratification. And so this is just a little reminder that good things take time. And I do have it in color as well, so I could use it in the colored version. Here, oh, I actually think I should use it in the, maybe not. No, we won't. Maybe another time. Do I want to just put it there like that? Or here? I feel like it looks better here. So before I do that, I have a fun little idea. I'm gonna dip my finger in the gold and brush it around the edge. Just so you know it stands out, because why not? There we go, and we have 2 minutes left on the clock. So we did this in under 30 minutes. Well, 38. So there we are, a fun page completed. I really love this. I really love it. It's fun. It's nice, and I'm calling this one Dark Escape. I don't know why. When I was sitting down to write the title, it just popped into my head. Dark escape, and I am loving it. I'm here for it. Okay, so good things takes time. It's a fun reminder, and it's a reminder for me as well. Sometimes I just want to get it done and I want it completed, but good things takes time. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Yes, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week Tuesday for another Tiny Journal Tuesday. Tomorrow is Watercolor Wednesday, and Thursday is Scripture 52. Alright, until tomorrow. Bye.